Hey everyone, Mike Solis here with Solisium Real Estate. Today I'm going to share with you our top tips on how to get your offer accepted in our current market. So if you're a buyer in our current market, you probably understand that it's pretty darn competitive. Actually, a stat came out from NAR across the entire country. About 70% of offers are multiple offer situations. So whether you just started shopping or you've been shopping for a while, if you're a buyer, you're kind of seeing what's going on in the market, it's been a little crazy, right? Rates are at an all-time low and inventory is just as low. So with that said, what I want to do today is discuss a couple of tips that we've been utilizing with our clients to help them get their offers accepted. So our first tip is actually probably one of the most important tips of all of them. Who you work with matters, especially in a market that's super competitive. So our team has made it an absolute priority since we started doing business to make sure that we're establishing ourselves and building great relationships within our agent community. The reason being is when we send an offer over and it says Solisium Real Estate on it, we want other agents to say, you know what, I had a great experience working with Mike and Jess and their team. I know they're going to get this job done, and I'm going to make sure that when I present it to the seller, they understand that they're working with professionals. So my next tip is communication. Again, this boils down to with who you're working with. Make sure that your agent is communicating with the other agent, right? Let's understand what the seller's needs are, especially, again, I can't say it enough, when the market is as tight as it is, it's important to know what's important to the seller. What can we do to make sure that we're putting our best foot forward? So again, make sure that your agent is communicating. All right, guys, our next tip is your lender. This is so important. Make sure when you guys are going out and talking to people about financing that you ask them important questions. How quickly can they close a loan? On average, how fast are they getting their appraisals back? When can we remove full contingencies on our loan, right? Is that 12 days? Is that 15? Is that 17? Again, all of this matters when you're preparing your offer. If, for instance, you're a seller and someone sends you an offer and there's three others and you have offer A, B, and C, and offer A says they can close in 21 days, and in this case it makes sense for you to do that, and they can have all of their contingencies lifted on their loan within 12 days, and every other offer, B and C, are at 17 and 21 days. Well, basically what offer A is saying is that, hey, we can get this done quick. Again, very important that we're talking to our lenders. We have amazing partners that we can refer to you. And with that said, make sure that your agent and your lender are in communication. Again, communicate, right? Make sure that they're on the same page, because ultimately what they're going to be doing is working together for you as a team to get the job done. Lastly, all of our lenders, when we're submitting offers, are always calling the listing agent. It's so important. I think this step is missed probably 90% of the time. Have your lender reach out to the listing agent and let them know, hey, these guys are qualified. I'm qualified as their lender to get the job done. Do you have any questions? Again, that communication speaks volumes, especially for me when I'm a listing agent and I get a call from the agent, I get a call from the lender. I mean, that just makes me feel so much better when I'm going to the offer table, presenting offers to my clients. All right, guys, so my next tip, understanding the market. This is so important, but I'm telling you, it's another step I think that's skipped with a lot of agents. So what we do on our team is we have a buyer consultation. During that consultation, we can talk about the market, right? Are we in multiple offer situations? What's inventory like? What's the average day on market? Where do we position ourselves based on what the market's telling us? So I'll give you an example. Right now, on average, homes are going in escrow pretty darn quickly if they are priced well and they show well. So with that said, if you're pre-approved up to, let's just say for example, $700,000, my suggestion, because I am finding that most homes are going into multiple offer situations and pushing up past the list price, it would be beneficial for us to maybe shop in the $675, $680 range so that we can give ourselves a little bit of room in the event we are up against other offers. So again, that's our current market, right? That's just the reality of the situation here in Southern California. Now, if we are blessed with more inventory and average day on market goes up and we start to see price reductions in the market, obviously our strategies will change. But right now, again, it's just important to understand where you're at in terms of how the market's performing so that when we submit an offer, we're putting our best foot forward. All right, guys, next tip, writing a strong offer. How do we do that? What do we do, right? First things first, I love cover letters, guys. I've had clients that have accepted offers that were a little less because they connected with the family, and they said, I really want this family to be in my home. I've also had clients that say, I don't care about a cover letter, just show me what they're offering. However, I think in our professional opinion, it's important that we just provide a cover letter to the seller. It gives them a little insight on who the family is, who you guys are, prior to submitting the offer. A lot of these people have lived in these homes for years, decades even, and they want to know who's moving in. So again, cover letters are super important. All right, so back to writing the offer. You hired an amazing agent, you have an amazing lender, you understand the market, you got a cover letter ready to go, and now we're going to put an offer together. This all goes back to that very first tip, communication. Your agent should know, or at least have a pretty good understanding of what the seller situation is, and what you're going to do now is going to tie into those needs, right? What can we do to separate ourselves from every other offer? Does the seller need a rent back? Do they need just some extra time in the home after they close, right? Do they want a quick close of escrow? Do they want a longer escrow? Those are all important. We don't ever want to assume, right? If a quick escrow might sound fantastic to everybody that wants to close in 21 days, but the seller is looking for another home, a replacement property, and they need more time. It's important that we understand that before we submit our offer. Contingencies. All right, guys. So inspections in the residential purchase agreement, the RPA, it's written at 17 days to complete your home inspection. That is forever. We don't need that much time. We can knock that out 7, 10 days. Again, if there's 3 offers, offer A, B, and C, and offer A says, hey, we'll knock out our inspections in 7 days, and offer B and C say that we need 17 days. In most cases, the seller's going to say, hey, listen, let's consider offer A because it looks like they can move pretty quickly, and we're going to know if we're up against any challenges within 7 to 10 days opposed to 17 days. Okay, loan contingencies, appraisal contingencies. Again, this boils down to who you're working with. Hopefully, you're working with a great lending partner. They say, hey, we're going to take care of your file. We can knock out an appraisal in 10 days, and we can have a full loan approval for you. Again, I highly suggest that your lending partners that you're working with, they're doing upfront underwriting. Super, super important. Again, this just helps eliminate any potential issues through escrow, and again, just makes the offer look that much stronger. So your loan contingencies, if you can shorten those up, again, in the contract, it's about 21 days, but if you can get a lending partner to help you get those removed within 12 days, that's going to make the offer look extremely strong. Full loan approval, our team typically happening between 12 and 15 days. Again, that's just there to show your seller that you're serious and you're ready to get things done. Alright guys, so in short, it's so important to know who you're working with. Make sure that your agent has amazing relationships within the agent community. Make sure that your lenders are top-notch and ready to go. As always, we're here in full support. If you have any questions, let us know. We'd love to help out, sit down, strategize with you. Don't let the current market intimidate you. There's still a ton of opportunity out there. We're having a lot of success with our clients and our offers that we're submitting. So again, if you're thinking about it, you'd like to just kind of learn a little bit more about what we're doing, maybe learn about the market, give us a call. We'd love to connect. And until then, I hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next time.